Hey, 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 hey.
So what are you coming for him?
I'm coming for him. Hey, everybody. I guess we're on a delay, but it's cool. I'll be over here on this one. Hey, everybody. I've been in my, don't y'all judge me, okay? I do not own the rights to this music. That's why I got the instrumental, so I'm not even going to say I own it because I know this is recording on YouTube. But hey, I do not own the rights to this music, but I was in my whole LL mood. For y'all who don't know, that's who that is. But I do not own the rights to the music, but I just wanted to play that as I came on. Welcome to Quench the Marriage Thirst 2018. I've been seeing you guys in like forever. And so as luck would have it, we had some technical difficulties, but we're using new products, and I'm so excited about it as it's recording simultaneously for those who are YouTube followers and those who are over here on Facebook and all that good stuff. We welcome all of you to Quench the Marriage Thirst. This is a special edition. We do not do it on first Mondays, but I decided that since we didn't do one all in January, that I would do one today. And I need like Tisha's Monday, not Tuesday, but I'll talk about all that in just a moment. As you can see, my honey bunches of oats is back there. He's doing homework, but he's going to come and join us soon and very soon. I hope y'all had a great ending to your 2017. You had a great beginning, an awesome beginning to 2018 as we have closed out. Can you believe it? The first month is over. It's done. It's kaput. And so I'm just excited about all the great things that are going on in 2018. I'm trying to see the screen, so y'all bear with me. That you are going to be able to do. Sorry about that. Okay, so tonight's topic, I'm gonna go over here real quick. Okay. So for all y'all on Facebook, I'm not gonna be able to see y'all right off the bat because I'm on my Crowdcast, which I love this product. It allows us to stream. Oh, good job. Good stuff. Allows us to stream YouTube and Facebook at the same time and record to our Crowdcast too. So we're able to do a couple of things that I don't have to reload and upload, so our YouTube followers can see our feed as well as the Facebook people see our feed too. We just got off. I just got back in town. I'm not going to tell y'all where I've been because I'm still running the contest. So listen, for those of you, and I'm going to say this real quick, I'm going to get started because I don't expect to be on here long. I'm watching my time. For those of you who are participating in the guess where I was over the past 5 days, you still have time to do so. I decided that since no one got it right, that I was going to extend it to, I think we're going to extend it to Wednesday this week. And guess what? I gave a clue, but I'm not going to give the clue here. Well, I already gave the clue on another video I did a few minutes ago. So I'll share that video to my page, and then I'll share that video to the T. LaCroix page. And so for those who didn't get it, you can get it. Oh, that's not going to work. If you didn't get it, you can get it. And from there, hold on one second. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, see, I got a new chair. Well, it's not really a new chair. Shout out to one of my mothers. I call them one of my husband's mothers, really, because they, you know, I come third place when it comes to the husband and the kids, you know, their grandchildren. But she made these pieces for my chair. Actually, believe it or not, you know, I got these chairs from the thrift store. No, was it thrift store? Where were we? I think it was like someone was throwing them out. And so I repurposed them. A yard sale. See? And so I repurposed them, and she made me these pieces for them. I got the best mothers ever. And so I painted them a different color because I liked it better. And I have 2 of them. So this is like my new chair. My husband's going to sit right here when he comes over, if he comes over. But you'll probably hear him in the background. Anyway, welcome, everybody. So Quench the Marriage Thirst. Tonight's topic is goals. And I know you're like, Tish, well, January is over. Why are we still talking about it? Because I don't believe goals are depicted by when we set them. I think we need to set them, put time frames on them, and then we achieve them. I don't think it has to be the top of the year to do them. And we're anyway for you to do them. I also have a couple of things I want to tell you that's going to happen with QTMT. And so I'm so excited about that. But we're going to talk about goals tonight as it pertains to our marriage, because I think sometimes we just be winging it. Like, we don't set goals. We don't set, vision for our marriages, for our marriage relationship. We don't set those times in place that we want to see our progression in our marriage. It's not saying, by this month, my husband's going to be romantic. It's not saying that. But what it is saying is that I want to see us grow to another level, to another dimension. And so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give a couple of tips and we're going to call it a day. Is that cool? So first thing I want to talk about is I'm going to give you this statistic that I found. For those who don't know me, I am Martisha LaCroix. I am the right-hand woman to Marcus LaCroix. You can see him in the back right there. He's doing homework, and so I didn't want to interrupt him, but his presence is here, and that's what's most important to me. So he's like, I'm doing my homework, but I got this that's due, but I still want to be a part. And so I appreciate him on that. And I'm still holding the team down, because that's what wives do, right? We hold it down no matter what. But I'm gonna give you a statistic, and my husband knows I'm about numbers. So it says that 92% of people who set New Year's goals don't achieve them. Don't achieve them. I thought about that for a second, because I think one of the main reasons they may not achieve them is that they have not put tangible tools in place to achieve them. And so I've always been a stickler for saying that I wanted to be a person. I am a person, not that I want to be. I am a person who, when people are in my presence, I want to give them tangible tools that will help them win or do whatever they need to do. So in my event planning business, any client who's at work with me knows I don't just do the work and be like, oh, I'm keeping my stuff secretive. I make sure they're in the know. I give them my professional opinion, not my personal opinion, my professional opinion about what I think. And if they want to take it, that's on them. But I still give them my professional opinion, because I want them to be educated, not just winging it. And so I think that may be an issue, that you don't have put a plan in place. Say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You got to put a plan in place. You got to say, look, you can't just say, well, I'm going to lose 40 pounds. I just said it. I'm going to use that 1 second. I'm going to lose 40 pounds, right? Well, what you going to do to lose the 40 pounds? Are you going to walk twice a week? Are you going to not eat fried chicken every day? Are you going to not go to Zaxby's? Even though Chick-fil-A is good, that fat, that fried chicken is not really good for you. So are you going to cut back bread? Are you going to drink more water? Like, what tangible things are you going to put in place? I think we kind of over-exaggerate. We say, I'm going to do all 20 of these things. And the reality is, we're not going to do all 20 of those things. Not going to happen. While I'm thinking about it, if y'all hear a cha-ching sound in the background, it is my web analyzer going off. That's just saying that I have the ability to make money. For those who don't know, we trade foreign exchange, and so that's one of the products with iMarkets Live that we're with. So that's what you'll hear in the background if it goes off. Also, don't forget to share the video, comment, put your comments in the comment box. The only thing we ask is that you don't disrespect other people, but we're always open. This is open dialogue and open discussion. Remember to use the hashtag QTMT when you're sharing information across all platforms. So yeah, I think that's one of the big things, is that we don't put a plan in place of what that looks like. We don't keep the vision before ourselves. So I'm looking up, because above my computer, you guys can't see it. And the only reason why I won't take it down and show you is because there's some things we haven't told anybody that God has told us to do. And so I kind of not trying no shade to anybody else, but I just want to kind of keep it private. But above my computer, where I'm sitting right now, is my vision board. I should say our vision board, because he didn't said half the stuff he said we're gonna do. So anyway, is my vision board. And so I see pictures, I have scriptures. I have not only the main scripture that I want to go by, and then I have, what my 2018 is going to be. So it's kind of two separate things, kind of, sort of. But then I have pictures and images of everything that I'm believing God for, and what he's told us that we could do. And so I see it every day. It's before me. I can't come in this office and not see it. My husband can't come and sit at his desk when he comes in and not see it. So it's always readily before us, which is not a tip that I wrote down, but we can put that down, that your visions be readily before you, that you need to see it every single day. Don't put it in a place that you're not going to go. I have this in here in my room. Don't y'all judge me, but you probably can't see it in here. I'll see if you can see one. We have these big sticky notes, and they're on the wall. People who see, they're on the walls in my bedroom. This is what I do. I see what they are. My husband's not offended. It's fine. But I also have a frame that I'm putting up in my room of something that God told us to, so that every time I walk to a certain part of my room, which I always do, it's there for me to look at. It's there for me to see. Why is that? Because I have to remind myself every day why we do what we do. And that's so important in marriage, that we're reminded every day what we do, what we plan to do, what we're going to do every day. And the side note too, if I forget, if y'all hear like loud music outside of me doing it, that is my son. He's recording YouTube videos. And so it's what's going on around here today. He's recording YouTube videos. So anyway, so I want to say that too, that you got to keep it before you. Okay, keep it before the people, before the family. So I think that's one of the main reasons I believe why people don't achieve their goals. It's not written down. Okay, it's not see, you can't see them every day, so you don't have them on and even if they're in a pad, like I have them written down on a stick on a pad too, but I don't look at that pad every day. I may look at it once a month, but I also have, it was not really before me. So now when I come in my office, I look at this, and it may be a glimpse. It may not be I'm studying each one, but I know what each picture represents for me and for our family. So I see it. So I think it's not before you. You're not constantly reminded that this stretching, this sacrifice is for a long-term purpose. Okay. And so even with our marriages, you know, we were active duty for, well, I say we, because I wasn't with him his entire military career, but I'm a military kid. I come from a long family serving in the military. So I know what that lifestyle is like. But I was going to say this, when my husband was active duty, that was the vision for him, right? Now I have to find within that where my vision fits. Now, I'm not about to stomp in the yard, but I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I was working on my business, and it didn't take away from what he was doing. So I guess I'm kind of going to my tips a little bit, but I want to see how we work together as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody brings something else to the table when we're setting goals, and we have to come together in doing so. You know, a lot of things have changed for us. For example, he's gonna take over doing the bills. Not that he can't do them, it's just I'm so used to doing them. But now, so he's giving me a transitional period. He's like, "Babe, for the next couple of months, we're going to do them together. We're going to talk, you know, we talk about the bills all the time. Anyway, I just been the one that does them, but we're going to talk about the bills. We're going to go through this conversation that eventually he will take over that. And I think eventually we'll just have an accountant to do all of it, because I'm about to go to another platform where it's not on our plate, because we're going to be doing so much. That's where my mind is. That's vision for us. You know, we're going to be at a different level, but that's okay, because in his mind, the vision for our family weighs some things that I need to be doing that's a distraction from. So now he's doing it. So when you're setting goals, it may cause, I put that as my number two. It may cause you to have to make some changes. You know, that setting our goals may mean we cut back on the cable, right? Because that money could be used to invest in something else. Setting goals may mean that, you know, babe, instead of you cooking 4 days a week, I may cook 3 or 2, or it may be that we hire a chef. That's my vision going, because I know my family ain't gonna cook. They'll buy takeout. So we're gonna hire a chef to cook 2 days a week or 3 days a week, whatever we can afford at the time, and as we grow. Okay. You know, setting goals, those changes may have to be made, and you have to be okay, women, to let it go. He may be able to do it now. He may have to do it, and it's okay, right? All right. So, so I guess I'm gonna go back. Is that okay with you guys? I only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Babe, you got something while you over there? Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So I want to say this too. Where do you see your marriage? This is how you actually said as a couple. We don't set. I said. Let me go back. I do my vision board for the year in November. So about November time, I'm seeking the Lord. I'm praying about what I want to do in the next year. So I said, so in 2017, I started talking about 2018. I'm the first person that will tell you, stop making vision boards January 1 if that's your goal to hit the ground running in January 1. Unless, again, as February is your year. So, you know, the government starts their year in October. So if that's not whatever your year is, if their year annual goals, you need to make sure that you're done with your vision casting or board or whatever by then. You know, so if I wanted my year to start off in January, like I normally do with certain things, November, I was done with my vision board for 2018. I prayed. I did what I needed to do. I fasted and prayed. I'm not scared to say that. I said that. I did that. I did some meetings. I did some stuff with my husband. We sat down and had a conversation about what God told me I need to be doing. And we talked about it. So when January kicked off, I already knew what the deal was. I already knew what the plan was. I already knew what we needed to have in place. So if you are going to do and stuff, don't do it after the time has already started. For our marriage, though, we go back and look at our vision stuff during our anniversary, because that's really our year time frame, right? So what we do is we set goals for our marriage during that time frame. Now, again, at some of you may have other things that have gone on, and we may put those goals in, but we revisit, we revamp, we discuss, and I'm gonna talk about how much that is important. We revisit things, we talk about what we're going to do in that year or what we did accomplish, and we do that around our anniversary time. That's just what we do. Okay, because that's our year. So whatever the time frame is you're working, whether it's 30 days, whether it's 2 years, whether it's a year, that all needs to be before that time comes in, because you're wasting days. If I do a vision board in January 15, that's 15 days. I don't even know the vision of what we're trying to do. That's wasting time, right? So sit down and have that conversation. He fasts and prays, and I fast and pray, and then we come together and we talk about what God has spoken to us, because maybe what God said to him, God didn't say to me. And what God said to me, God didn't say to him. But I do know one thing God will do is he'll confirm it with both of us. He'll do that. Okay. So definitely do that. Know when you're going to have that time frame. I work on, like I said, November, December. I'm preparing for that. I'm still finishing out 17. I'm not saying I'll quit on 17. I'm using the that's what just happened. But I'm already planning for 18. Like I already know what I'm going to do for 18. And a lot of times God gives me way before that anyway. So the other thing is too, when you talk to your spouse, envision 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. What does that look like for team whomever? So for us, what does it look for Team LaCroix? Okay, well, 5 years from now, Team LaCroix our house should be built. I mean, we're in a house now, but the final destination is what I call it, should be built. The LaCroix estate should be built. Now the Coachman facility, was that what I called it? What did I call it? The Coachman retreat won't be finished. Well, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it won't be, but that may not be where I want it to be all the way. But the LaCroix estate, the main house, should be done in 5 years from now. That's our plan. That's our goal. We talk about different things we want to do. So where I see our marriage, where I see our businesses, where I see our children, where I see those connect. So see that. Write that on the canvas of your heart. What does that look like? I don't care if you say, look, my husband, in his mind, 10 years from now, probably the latest, he'll be driving this Bentley that he has on his, you probably can't see because of the camera glare, but this Bentley he's going to be driving, and we're over here, we are flying private, and I can't give y'all everything, but I'm just saying we are serving this, and we're praying for these, and we're doing this, and we're in this, our team is this, and we are doing this, and we are here. So what does that look like for you? You have to cast the vision before the board can even go up, because it's something that I'm doing. The problem is, and I'm not going to take credit for it. I actually listened to someone else do this. So shout out to Dr. Cindy Trim, because this is where I got it from. She gave me revelation on it, because it's like we set goals without setting with the end in mind. So it's like, okay, I put all these goals in, I want to be debt free, whatever. But what does that look like? Is debt free no credit card? Is debt free no student loans? If that's what that looks like 10 years from now, then I need to work backwards. Now, what do I need to do to make that happen? So we have to look at the long-term aspect when it comes to our marriages, not today. Not, today is, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And I'm going to be very transparent. 2015, if you would have told me I'd still been married coming into 2017, I'd call you a liar, because I was like, I'm done with this. This is too much for me. I don't want to do this no more, right? But God told me I was going to have a long, healthy marriage. But in 2015, it didn't look like that. It looked like I'm good. I said, I don't need this. I can take care of myself. I got myself under control, but that's not the truth. So this is why I'm telling you this, because if you don't think long-term, if you don't see that vision written on the if it's not in your heart, that every time, that's my motivation. That's what I'm focused on. Those little things that come up, the Bible says the small foxes that spoil the vine, those things that happen will get you derailed. Those distractions will get you derailed. So you got to look long-term. 5 years, even if you can't think that far. Now, I done thought 20 years from now, where do I see myself? Okay, where do I see my marriage? Where do I see my home? Where do I see my household? I done thought 10 years from now. We actually on a whole, 3 years from now, what it should look like, right? And so you need to think long-term and write it out. It can be as detailed as you want it to be, but write out as a couple, right out as a unit, that you're able to do those very things that you revisit that. We revisit all the time. Okay, so envision those down and then work backwards. Okay, so if I'm saying that, I believe it or not, I was about I think 25, and I said I believe that I've been confessed for a long time. I believe that my son will never have to take a loan to go to school. That I'm going to put my son through college free. Okay, and so I thought it was going to be me. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be making 200,000. That didn't happen. But guess what though? William going to college for free. Yes. Anywho, so that was long projections. Like I knew William just started college 2 years ago, 25. William was like, he wasn't even 10 yet, right? He's gonna be 21 in October. I know, right? I look like I'm 20 myself, but I'm just saying, that's something we talked about. We confessed that even when my husband was in the military, William was gonna go to college for free, right? And so guess what William is doing? He is a full ride to college for free. Just saying. It's all about putting it down and writing down and talking about it. Communication is key, okay, to us. I don't know if it's a number 3, number 4, but anyway, next one is when you set your goals, make sure they have the end in mind, okay? Whew. We'll put goals on, girl, I'm going to do this. We're going to do this, babe. And we never put the end in mind. Like, okay, you know what? Our target date, I don't say end date, I'm going to say target date, because we need to be that target date don't need to move unless we really couldn't make it happen, right? So our target date should be this, babe, by June 2018, we're going to have our credit card paid off. By March 2019, we've already purchased the land for our new home. By, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another one. Look at my board so I can give you another one. By, I'm gonna do a tangible one. Let's do this one. By June of we would have already traveled to 4 additional countries. Okay. By August of 2018, we would have lost 40 pounds, right? So now I put that pressure on, not pressure, but I put that on me to know, okay, I need to now plan out what those months look like. I need to put the end in mind. I need to have target dates set, not just winging it, not just, okay, well, I'll do when I do it. No, you need to put it with the end in mind. These are the things we're going to do as a family, do as a unit, as a married couple, and we need to have the end in mind. Okay. Next one. You should set goals both together and separately. Now, around the LaCroix household, my husband is taking over my vision board. He says, since we're one, it's our board. Okay, that's fine. But there are things on here that I have for me spiritually, financially, because I'm just an independent chick like that. I want to bring in my bacon, bring in the bread too. Not saying he doesn't take care of it. He does an excellent job, but I just want to be able to contribute. That's just what's bred inside of me. Right. And y'all see me, I'm checking my Facebook page in case people are asking questions or saying stuff. But I want to be able to bring my share to the table. So that's just me. But I have individual goals, whether they're education related. I have a couple of things in the works that I want to do for myself. I want to do some personal development. I want to teach some classes. I want to, I'm trying to think of something else I wanted to do more videos, because I am not comfortable, but it's okay because I'm just who I am. But those things that I do, hear me, on a personal perspective, affect the bigger picture of our marriage. So it doesn't take away anything. Everything I'm learning on my own for personal development, guess what it does? It helps me develop in my marriage. So you should set personal and joint goals. So a lot of our goals jointly are financial goals, but also too, a lot of our goals are like investments. Even though I do have a property management license and charge license, and I know what I want to do with that, but he's also said, well, babe, I think we need to do this. And so that's become a group goal. When it comes to LaCroix sound, even though he does all the sound work for me individually, I still help him produce where that's going to go long term. So it's not just about me. It may be his baby, maybe our baby, putting our children through college. That's something jointly that we're doing. So that's a goal. William was going to graduate. Kicking and screaming, he's going to get that degree. Okay? Work too hard for him to get to this point. He's going to get that degree, right? But I'm just saying, I have personal things for my personal development, and we also have couple goals. Cool. All right. Next thing is, I said this before, write them down, post them where you both can see them. So we said it before, it's very important. You got to keep it before you. Your eyes. I heard our co-pastor of our church, it is it wasn't profound, but I'm saying it really stirred in my spirit, where she said, say what you see, right? Say what you see until you see what you say.
Basically.
Right? So you got to keep confessing the right things, or live your life according to what you see you having. So some things had to get cut out. No, you got to live on a smaller percentage of our income, because that's what rich people do, wealthy people do. So I'm going to be a wealthy person. I got to do what wealthy people do, right? You're not going to reinvent the wheel. Wealthy people, many of them are saying the very same things. So, right? Anyway, measurement. So that's the next thing. Let's talk about measurement. You got to measure it. You got to say, okay, did this work? Was cutting the cable off worth it to us to invest over here? Okay. Did you sit back and have an after action meeting? I have more after action meetings in a little bit. Okay. I have after action meetings for business. I have after action meetings for personal. I have after action meetings with my husband. Okay. And they're great because we get to talk about those things. You know, babe, I went to, for example, so I'm not going to tell you where I went, but I went on a trip for the event planning conference, right? I called him, I was there. I was not supposed to go. It was a sacrifice. I was like, I don't go. But when I talked to him about it, and he hears in my voice what I learned, who I connected with, how much fun I had, in his mind, that was an investment worth doing. And now we need to make sure we're in a position that you can go to more. Which I try to go to like 3 or 4 a year. But he in his mind, he hears that. And he hears my feedback. So when I come back and we're in the car and he picks me from the airport and we're talking, he's saying, okay, babe, this is what we need to do, because we figure where we can cut here or add here or move this around, that you're in a position to go these, because they boost up your confidence, they boost up your creativity, and we're able to do something. That's just an example. But there's certain things that you do. Or if you're losing, listen, if you're getting your sexy back, you slim. I got this big sweatshirt. I can't see it. I slim down a little bit. When you slim down and your spouse says, babe, I see you. Is that new? You be like, no, I just slimmed down a little bit. That's a measurement. Say, okay, now he's seeing or she's seeing my movement. Now I know that it's working, because if he see it or she see it, then I know everybody else is looking, right? Okay, so just got to measure the success of it. Measure where we are. Take a temperature check, right? Where are we in doing what we need to do? Are we off track? Do we need to reevaluate? What do we need to change it? You know, we talked about paying off my salon debt. I refuse. This has been my confession. Everybody didn't believe me, but it's okay. I don't need nobody to believe me but my husband, but the Lord and my husband, because I didn't confess this. I'm going to be 70 paying off the student loan debt. That's crazy. I don't know. The mortgage going to be paid off before then. What? No. So, you know, where are we now with that? And where we need to reevaluate? Do I need to call? Do I need to make a change? So you got to measure where you are, that you can make proper adjustments to succeed in the area. Okay. Next one, I'm about to get off. Be passionate about what you're doing. So here's the thing. I love what I do. And my husband always says, you know, you just do it. It's great. You know, be passionate about those things on the board. If this is something you're passionate about, there's some things my husband is passionate about, I could care less about. Like, he'll drop a couple of $1,000 on some sound equipment. I could care less about that, right? But because he's passionate about it, guess what that made me? Passionate about it. Why? Because I know what that means, right? I don't have to agree with it. We're not disagreeable. I don't have to like it. I don't have to be my thing. You know, I'm around here trying to get no studio, but that's his thing. And I get that. And I get it so much that what I can do, management side, business side, paperwork side, I can do that. I'm not going to go in the studio and play with the board. But that's my investment into supporting the vision. He's passionate. I support the passion. Now, around this house, you have to be able to sell it. Okay, if you say you want something, you want to do, you're going to go through like a firing squad to make sure it's, because we're not going to waste time and money on you and you're not serious about it, right? William, for example, and I know we're talking about marriage, but William decided he was going to do YouTube videos, right? So I said, I'll invest when I see he's serious. And I must say, I don't know, he's doing now 4 months, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. But he's serious. He's so serious that I want to pay. We needed, I don't even know what it does. I just know he needed it and we bought it, right? But I want to be able to go to a conference that I really think is good for him. He was excited about it, so I said I'm gonna pay for him to go. Why? Because he's sort of passionate. When Mother shows passionate about stuff, we get to go to the firing squad. You gotta go, we're gonna talk about it. And then if it works, or if it don't work, we're gonna talk about it. You know, if that's what you're really serious about. So be passionate about what you want to do, and that way that passion will exude from you to your spouse. Okay. Talk about your goals, your vision, line up together. Lean on your support system. So this is my biggest one, because my husband is got hands down. Now, everybody may think he's just sweet and kind and all that stuff. He is, but he don't treat me like that. Like, he don't, when it comes to business, and he loves me. I don't y'all think nothing about my man. He loves me, but I know him. He don't want to see me crying about it. he'd be like, suck your tears up, let's get to work. Or if I'm not enough, or I'm not doing this, he gets upset because he sees the value in what I bring to the table. And there's nothing greater than your support that you bring to the table. And so you want to actually push that value. If you know your spouse wants to do something and they so worried about, just things I can't tell anybody sometimes, because I've talked about things and I get off that phone so depressed, like I don't want to do it. And he'd be like, nah, don't call him no more. Don't tell him nothing about nothing, because I know your value. I know your worth and what worth to me and his family. So lean on that support system whatever you're doing when it comes to the goals. Keep each other accountable. Babe, now can't get off track. Remember, come on now. We gotta do what we need to do, because we're in this together. So make sure that you're doing it. That's all I got. I think I did it in minutes. I'm really proud of myself to get off. The thing I want to talk about really quick before we go. So Question Marriage Justice is going to be moving. We're going to move to Mondays. I know we did this one kind of special, but we're also going to be on the 2nd and 4th, but it'll be 2nd and 4th Mondays because I'm working on a project and I kind of need my Tuesdays free right now for some other things I have going on, and I have some other commitments. So I want to make sure what I'm committed to, I'm able to do, and it's productive and it's effective. So we'll be moving to 2nd and 4th Mondays, and we'll probably go back up next Monday with our official what we're talking about on Facebook. Oh, sorry. We should go back to what we're talking about for February. February is the love month, as they say, but I believe that you should be in love 365 days a year. You don't have to buy me flowers and roses in February. You can buy them January, March. If I only want flowers and roses, buy me a piece of property. I need to make an investment. But anyway, so we'll go back on our normally schedule. 2nd and 4th Mondays. 2nd and 4th Mondays. Okay. This video is recorded to YouTube, so it probably won't stay on Facebook too long because we are recording. So with that being said, you can always follow us on the L.E.T Network. Money to be made. I'm trying to focus. The L.E.T Network. It is L.E.T Network, L.E.T Network. So you can follow us there, and all the videos will be posted there. Also, we're doing a collaboration with Growing Your Love and QTMT. You're going to be doing some pop-ups. We haven't finished the details yet, but probably want someone to do a pop-up at a location. This is kind of show you can do day dates and night dates and quick coffees, and just kind of show you how, just little things and spend time with your spouse is just so vitally important. So I'll let y'all know when that starts and where we're going to be. Like I said, with the pop-ups, it'll be in Columbia area, but we'll stream them a little bit so you can kind of feel like they're a part of those. I think that's all I have. Honey, you have something?
You did an awesome job.
He got homework, y'all. I have to do my wife due diligence because he has homework and he's working on some things, so I can't be upset. But anyway, y'all have a great day. We love y'all with the love of God, and just are prospering. We believe that you're not hopeful. We believe your marriages are prospering. We believe you're doing great things in them, and that teamwork makes the dream work. I believe that. I believe partnership is so vitally important. I mean, who we connect with makes a difference. And so I hope y'all have a great day, a great night. As I get back to work and finish some projects in here tonight, I hope you have a wonderful week, and we shall see you guys later. I don't know what's going to cut the thing off because it's on a delay.